actually starting with something that seems to be in short supply in our country.
What's that?
And it is...
Gas?
Oh my God.
Lani, no. It's empathy.
Oh.
According to an article on scientificamerican.com, the country is currently in an empathy deficit. The article says, due to our political, economic, and social climate, people are finding it harder to feel for their fellow citizens when they see them struggling. Ladies, do you agree society has become increasingly just callous to other people's pain? Especially now that we have social media. Have you ever seen someone crying on their social media and looked at it and been like, ugh, you filmed this?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Why do you think we feel that way?
I think there's a lot of things that have desensitized us. You know what I mean? We see so much. The news is on 24 hours a day. We see people getting hurt. We see children being killed. We see so many things that you kind of feel like, okay, what's the next thing that's gonna happen now?
Man.
I think it's
Which is really
important.
sad.
I think we just living in a different time, more modern time, and like you're right, you ladies are right. We see more things now, so that it affects our emotions. And we have to be
Desensitizes us?
careful. It's desensitizing us. It's making us have the negative emotions more than the positive emotions. That's the reason why I like a show like this show, because we're able to pinpoint some things. We're able to do nice things for people. We're able to share stories. And that's what I think we all try to do on our social media accounts. It's more about presenting the positive than the shocking or the, and you know, when I always look at a person, like if I see them online and they're crying for a reason. They don't have anybody else maybe to reach out to, and they're really trying to cry out to the world. And so I don't look at it as they're staging it or they're looking for attention. They really, some people don't have anybody. And so they're letting their emotions out. So we have to just be, and that's the reason why a lot of times I scrub my comments, because I don't want people to be mean to other people. Like if you put up something and it's like, hey, I just delete that, because people look in the comments, and it's funny how you can see one bad comment, and then
stays with you,
and it'll go.
It snowballs.
It snowballs.
But it also snowballs. People see that one comment and they jump on the bandwagon.
Yeah, they do.
I think people are we're in a really hard time. And I think people are genuinely unhappy and they're looking for an outlet. So they jump on, they see that one bad comment. I had a crappy day today at work. I'm gonna attack on this one thing. You know what I mean? I am one of those people that have seen people cry on Instagram, and at first, I used to be like, that's so corny. Like, who's crying and going through something and got their phone like, hey, let me cry, right? And then someone told me, when I obviously started following Desi Perkins' fertility journey, she actually documented the entire thing. She's a huge YouTuber. She documented it all, literally every time she took a pregnancy test, had the camera there. And while I watched this and I empathized with it and I cried with her when she cried, 'cause there were so many similarities there, I actually reached out to her and I was like, I don't know how you do it, because that's just not how I grieve. That's not how I mourn. I'm more of an introvert. Like I told you, I'm like, I can't share my story just because I don't think, maybe I'm not that strong. Maybe I'm not strong enough to be like, okay guys, so I just left my doctor's appointment and they said, like, I just can't do that. I don't even know where my phone is in that moment. I'm a mess. So I actually take back what I used to think. I used to be like, who's doing that? And I say bravo to people who mourn that way, because I think when I talked to Desi, she's like, that was the point, was even though I was hurting so bad in that moment, I wanted someone else to not feel alone.
But I also don't necessarily agree that we're at a deficit, because I see so many people, not just on social media, that are kind to each other, that do good things for each other. Like, you know what I mean? I was at the grocery store a couple of weeks back, and I saw a man pay for a woman that he didn't know, pay for her groceries. You know what I mean? It's things like that. And then that encourages me to pay it forward. Like, I want to do that.
I did that the other day. I was going through the Starbucks line, and when I got time to get my coffee, she said, the person in the front paid it for you. And I was like, oh my God, that's so nice. And she goes, do you want to keep it going? Do you want to pay for the people behind you? And I was like, absolutely. And just a little kindness, smiling to someone in the morning, saying good morning, can really make someone's day.
Absolutely.